welcome to my segment called Wine Not, where we talk about everything and anything over a glass of wine. Let's actually talk about long distance relationships. So I've actually been in 2 different long distance relationships, one that is successful and I'm still with the person today, and one which didn't work out, and you have obviously can probably figure out that we are no longer together. But I totally want to share many different tips and tricks, advice that I have learned throughout both experiences, because I have definitely grown a lot, and I can definitely give you guys some insight to help you if you are deciding to take that plunge, or if you are actually experiencing a long distance relationship at times, and if you're just honestly just really curious to see like what the heck goes on in there. In this video, you are going to learn about things you should consider while you're getting into a long distance relationship, pros and cons, and how do you know if it's successful, and how do you know if it's time to call it quits. So let's get started. Okay, so some things to consider are that this is really going to put your trust to the test. You guys really need to voice your opinions to each other about how you feel, especially as you guys are making this transition into this beautiful, but sometimes hard to see how beautiful it is, long distance relationship experience. The more trust you guys have, the easier it makes it, because you guys need to realize your significant other is going to a new place, so that means things are not going to be the same. Meaning, if they are going to talk to you at 7 p.m. every night, they may not have time to do that anymore. It's not that they don't want to talk to you, it's that they are experiencing new things, and that you as a partner need to respect that and to understand where they're coming from. Now, that does not give them the green light to just ignore you and to never speak to you. Be like, okay, like maybe I can talk to you on your drive there, because I have a gap here. So this is kind of where you guys kind of, will strengthen your bond in that way, because this kind of shows and proves like how well you guys can figure stuff out, and you get to also discover your own love language. I'm sure you guys could only imagine like how tough it must have felt like on certain days, because you're just like, I want him there, I want to love him, I want to hold him, but you have to make those sacrifices and realize that like, okay, I do love him, I do want to make this work, and I do want to, accomplish some of these other internal things that I really want to pursue. So it's kind of just a balancing act, and you have to prioritize and make note of what's important in those moments. Meaning, okay, so pros and cons. So a pro is that you guys get to strengthen the emotional connection more than just the physical. You guys kind of get to understand if you actually like the person that you're with, and really get to understand them in a deeper, more intellectual way than you would have when you guys are together 24/7. Another pro is that you get to have some self-discovery time. Like, really tap into your inner self to see like, what do you need out of life, like kind of like focusing on a purpose. Because when you come back, you're going to definitely add more value to your relationship. You're going to become a stronger individual, understand what makes you tick, just to understand yourself as a whole individual. Okay, so a lack of communication is definitely a con. Like I said in my earlier portion, each individual, whether you're the one that went away or the one that stayed, you guys will be in totally different time routines, and you're gonna have a lot going on, and sometimes it's gonna be, well, one person has a lot going on and the other person doesn't. So please communicate with your partners, and it doesn't have to be every single day, it has to be at a time where you both agree. And I say this lightly, please work with each other to agree upon something that makes you both happy. How do you know if this relationship is working out or not? So the core of every relationship should be to respect one another. If you are totally feeling not respected throughout the relationship, as in maybe you are really trying to figure out some time with one another, but they are just completely ignoring you, going MIA. And when I say ignoring you, this is different from when they are spending time with their friends and they just didn't have the time to get to you. Those are different. When they are absolutely ignoring you, they tell you to your face that they don't want to speak to you, and they're just disrespecting you in the platform, then you might want to reconsider some things. If it's successful, it'll obviously be almost systematic, kind of like a breeze almost. You're going to definitely have a little more self-confidence within yourself, a lot more trust within your partner. You're definitely going to just kind of almost have like that give and pull exchange effect. So that's really good signs that it is doing, that you both are doing well. Okay, and I just want to say, if you do experience a long distance relationship and it's successful, awesome. You know, I hope that I was able to give you some tips and tricks that totally contributed to that. But if it does not work out, please understand that it's okay that it did not work out. It's okay to drift apart and to may not be the same people anymore. Like, it's okay. Do not be discouraged from trying out a long distance relationship. Do not be scared. It's totally fun. There's way more there are way more pros than cons when it comes to a long distance relationship. So be open-minded, be excited for one another, and enjoy your time apart. I know that sounds crazy, but honestly, enjoy your time apart. Okay, so that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching my first video. I really appreciate it. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment your favorite bottle of wine below. Would love to try it maybe on my next segment. My social media handles are at the bottom. And really look forward to posting my next video, and hopefully you guys can watch the next one. Thank you guys. Bye.